Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to audition for Belift's new audition. So this has been requested to me so many times, like I hear you. You can say it once, you know? Anyway, this is the 2021 Belift Lab Global Audition, and this is for their new survival show, Iland 2, which will be actually like airing after they've chose the contestants and stuff. So if you want to be a part of Iland 2, keep on watching. And if you guys are interested in more audition tutorials, just in case you don't fit the criteria of this audition, then you can check out my audition tutorials playlist because I have a bunch more. I'll leave it in the description box. Also, if you want me to do an audition tutorial that I have not made a video on, then you can join Patreon for video recommendations. And let's get on with the actual video. So right now I'm on the Belift Lab Instagram, but you could also go on the Hybe Labels Audition Instagram. It really just offers the same information, but let's just go on for the Belift Lab one right now. So they have 6 posts about Iland 2. So this one, the 3 first ones are the Korean ones, and then these are in English. And they also offer a video, and it's kind of like a trailer for this new audition. It doesn't really provide much information, just like the rules and all of those basic things. But I will be explaining that in this video, so if you just keep watching, it is unnecessary to watch that video. But let's read. So the caption says 2021 Belift Lab Girl Group Global Audition. And so it does say Iland 2 here, which makes me suspect that they will have an Iland 2. Continuing on, 2022, the first joint girl group project by Hybe and CJ ENM begins. You have unlimited potential and now you can be the star. So what they mean by this is 2021 is when they actually host the auditions. So they have multiple rounds, which I will be explaining further on. But 2022 is probably when the project begins. So Iland 2, that's when it begins. Apply now. So the application period is until October 10th, 2021, midnight. So this is KST time zone, so make sure to convert it. But to be honest, just make it like earlier. Like just play it safe. Why be so on the deadline, you know? And like some things about auditions is that sometimes companies make mistakes too. So they could close it earlier or something happens, so they have to close it earlier, something like that happens. So just make sure to get it in as soon as possible. And the eligibility is females born from 2000 to 2009 who can take part in a real-time video call audition. So you have to be born through these times. If you're born on 2009 or on 2000, then it's fine because you are included in that. But if you're born in 1999, it doesn't count, obviously. So the audition categories are select one from vocals, rap, or dance. And so the audition itself, how to apply, is the first round, so visit the link below and carefully fill out the application. So I don't know why they suddenly have this in Korean. So this is the Korean text, the English text, the Japanese text, and then the Chinese text. So we're going to look at the English text, but we'll be doing that a little bit later. So let me explain the rounds. So the second round, so that is the successful candidates from the first round application review, which I will be showing you guys here, will be given information on the second round real-time video audition. So it'll kind of be like a one-on-one Zoom auditions. I'm sure if you guys are familiar with my videos, you've seen those. And a separate notice regarding the detailed schedule will be sent out to applicants who passed the first round. So what I'm assuming is that they won't publicly share this. They'll probably only email or, I don't know, call, message the people who passed the first round, and they won't upload these things on the Instagram. So if you didn't pass, then you didn't get a response. That's pretty much it. And then the third round is show off your potential in the third round comprehensive audition. A separate notice regarding the detailed schedule will be sent out to the applicants who passed the second round. So again, that's kind of like private information and only for those who actually passed the audition. So the FAQ is on here. We'll check that out as well later on. And so if you have any questions, then contact their email right there. And then we are going to go on the actual form. It'll open the form. There we go. Okay, so they have Korean text, but they also have English text at the bottom. So basically they explain all the terms and conditions. I won't go through this. You guys can go through this on your own. And so blah, 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 TB, blah, blah, blah. Read all of it because if you want to fill out this form, you should know about the information. So do you agree to this? You have to click yes in order to join the actual audition. And then are you aged 14 and above? Click yes. Yeah. If you click no, then it'll just give you like an extra question about parental permission and things like that. And so you consent to the personal information, yes. So it gives you all of these options, in which it kind of gives you audition languages, where you live. So what you have to do is please check the second round schedule in KST time zone and language. Select from the countries/regions below. So let's say your country is not included here. Then you're going to have to go with your best bet. And of course, the questions that's going to be spammed down in the comments is, can I still audition even though my country/region is not included within these options? And the answer to that is yes, these options are only for the second audition and not like directing like where you live currently or where you're from. That's not really, I guess, influential to this. They're just seeing where you can kind of go for the second audition, and they can see if, I don't know, like if they don't have interest in any one of the countries, then they might not hold that audition for, let's say, for example, in Taiwan, if there's no one auditioning from there. So they're just kind of seeing that. So yes, it really does not matter where you're from, and that is a question later on, so we can move on to that later. Obviously, they're not asking for where you live, but they're asking like where you live closely to. So if you were to go on to the second round, then you could choose the nearest country, or even Korea if you're more like comfortable with that, I guess. So it gives you October 24th. So it gives you all of these dates. So if you pass the first round, then you would move on to the next round, which is this. So October 24th in Korea, October 30th in Japan. And it gives you like these languages. So if you only speak English, then you would have to go somewhere like, I don't know, Australia, right? So there are all of these options: Vietnam, Australia, Thailand, United States, Taiwan, Korea, yeah. So choose your best bet. I don't know what languages you speak. I don't know where you live. I don't know your situation. So I can't choose one for you. I don't know your personal information. Okay, that's that. It's pretty simple. So for me, because I live in Canada, my best bet would be United States, you know? Like just things like that. Don't really like think too much about it for now, because I feel like they could give you like another opportunity if you were to say you can't move on to the second round, then they could offer you some other things. But just try to choose the closest one, and with one that you can actually speak the language. So even if you live near Vietnam but you don't speak Korean or Vietnamese, that's going to be difficult. That's kind of like your issue. Okay, so individual application or group application. So you can actually do a group application, which is quite interesting, but I'm just going to do individual application because that's what most of you guys are doing. Let's just say dance, name, female, and then where you live. So this is where you actually put in where you live. And so some people are saying that they can't find their country on here, and that could be the case because, I don't know, they can't possibly put all of the countries in here. But if you don't see your country, then put the nearest one. Like, yeah, just put the nearest one. So right now country or region. So this is like where you currently reside in. So even though my nationality and my ethnicity is Korean, I'm going to choose Canada because that is where I live. I'm going to search Canada. Hello. Found it. There's a lot of countries. Like, I'm sure they tried their best to include every one of them. If not, choose the nearest one. So your email address, your date of birth, and I did fill out my contact number because it kept showing my actual phone number. This is not my actual phone number. And then your address, it says put your current place of residence. So I think city and country will do. And then your height in centimeters. So it's 161.2. And then weight in kilograms. So 43. And then a photograph. So I literally chose the most random photo because I'm not going to submit this in. So this is where most people had problems with this, and I have a solution for you guys. Alrighty, let's get started. Please submit a video introduction of yourself. Please make sure your face can be clearly seen from the front. If uploading through YouTube or Google Drive, we recommend setting the access sharing to users who have the link. If you set the file to private, it may be difficult to view the file for a complete review, so please make note of the share settings. If the file is public, please note that you are agreeing to the public access of the video file on the internet and that you share or hold sole responsibility. So people were wondering, like, it doesn't let me attach a video, and that is because you are supposed to, what they kind of expect from you is either a YouTube link or a Google Drive link. And so I'm just gonna go with the fact that you guys are gonna upload on YouTube because it's much easier than Google Drive. It takes faster too. So you guys are probably gonna say, I don't feel comfortable with my face being on YouTube and my dance video or my sing video being on YouTube. In that case, put it on unlisted. So what unlisted means is that only you, like your user or the people who have the links, will be able to look at the file. Please do not put it in private, otherwise they will not be able to see your actual thing. And if you want to do it in public, that's fine too, but unlisted is probably your best bet. And then yeah, so for your introduction video, I do explain this in other videos, so please go watch those. But make sure it's just very simple. Just say your name, where you're from, why you want to audition, and just little things like that. Don't make it too long because realistically, they won't look at the entire thing. And if something really stands out to you, like let's say you've been a trainee once or you've done something outstanding, then put that in your introduction as well. Whatever you want to share to these judges, you include in that. And I don't know what your strengths are, so I can't like make stuff up for you. Okay, and then your audition video for your category. It says the same thing. Again, you can do it on YouTube as an unlisted link. You can also do it on Google Drive, but I'm not really going to get into that because it's complicated. Just do it on YouTube. I recommend that. And then it says SNS ID. Please write your Facebook, Instagram account, or your line, or your KakaoTalk ID. I don't recommend that you put this in unless you have a KakaoTalk ID. If you have a KakaoTalk ID, put it in because they might message you through that or call you through that. But otherwise, don't really leave it in. If you don't have one, then write nothing or just say you don't have a social media. And then say, and then you have to agree that this is all of your information. Click yes. Next. Oh. Okay, next. And then you submit your form. So that is a pretty long audition, but it's quite simple. Really, a lot of people were confused about the video, but I'm sure that I solved that issue. And then they also said they have a, what was it? An FAQ. So let's go back to the Instagram page. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste the FAQ link, which is right here. So it opens up to the actual website. So they explain all of this on the website as well. It's honestly the same things. This gives a good view of the countries and regions. So it's Korea 3 times, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Taiwan, US, and Australia. So here is the FAQ. Can I make changes to my application? You cannot change your application once it is submitted because it's a Google form. Will there be any disadvantages to not submitting a video? A video self-introduction as well as a video clip for your audition category are mandatory. To ensure a fair review process, you must submit all required materials to be eligible for your consideration. And then where will the second round auditions be held? I honestly explained all of that. And then the announcement will be within a month. When the results have been announced for a country/region, a separate notice will be provided via social media. Please understand that we are only able to individually contact applicants who pass. And then can we apply as a duet or a group? Yes. Can I apply if I don't live in Korea? Are there any restrictions based on religion, language, or more? You may apply even if you do not reside in Korea, and there are no restrictions based on the applicant's country, region, religious backgrounds, or language used. However, please note that the second round of auditions will be scheduled based on language to ensure a smooth process. So, like it says here, I recommend that you go more with language rather than what you're most close to, I guess, like what region is next to you. And to be honest, none of these regions might be near you. You might live in Antarctica. What do you do then? Then go with the language that you speak. Will there be in-person open auditions? There are currently no plans for in-person open auditions, and only online open auditions will be held. We will provide a separate notice on our website if in-person auditions are planned in the future. And then, do I need to go to Korea if I pass the second round? We will be contacting individual applicants who pass. So you don't know that until you actually pass is what they're trying to say. For any other questions, you can email them as it says there. So that is the Belift Lab Girl Group Global Audition. Yay! So as I said, make sure to watch my audition tutorials playlist for more auditions like these, and make sure to comment down this emoji if you made it until here. Thank you so much for watching. Do you guys like my outfit? I love it. But today, my friend said that I looked like a grandma. So, if you're watching this, Catherine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. You know, that was bound to happen. That was bound to happen. Bye.